Chris, I got to ask, I mean, an incredible knockout like that. Obviously, you put on a show tonight, man. I mean, how great is this feeling to do that, especially Madison Square Garden?
Dude, that right there, Madison Square Garden. I knew I had to come with something. Man. Then UFC, MSG, CJB. Let's go. But it's that aura, like when you walk into here, that feeling you get, you know what I mean? Not to take a jab at the Knicks or anything, but I felt like Jordan, when I came in here, and I knew I had to do my thing in MSG. As I thought I was going to be the enemy coming in, but I got a lot of pop from here. They must have known that this was the first country I actually touched when I came from overseas. So big up to New York, the love right there. But yeah, I had to do it big in MSG.
Yeah, that's awesome. Talk to me, like, you've always been an entertaining fighter, right? You come in your UFC debut. It's not really, you didn't get to show anything, right? So, what was the feeling like walking out after that? Because I think there were a lot of people like, hey, is he just that regional level showman or whatever? What was your feeling after that fight?
To me, I think I ended up beating myself up a little more with with who it was. That's Ben Rothwell, man. Like he's beat the Alistair Overeems, the Josh Barnetts, and then on 8 days' notice, and this guy technically had he had like 4 fights canceled, so he'd been in an infinite camp, so he was ready for whatever that came his way. But not to make excuses on it, I signed it, so I should have been ready. I should have been prepared. I didn't go in fully myself. This time, I got a camp, different result,
Yeah. What was the feel there tonight? Like you said, you probably thought you were going to be the enemy. You're kind of a weird feeling, maybe fighting a guy that is retiring. I mean, did that change things? What was the feel?
The fact that he did that 2 days, whatever, before, I was like, oh, man, I can't, you know what? Oh, you knucklehead. It surprised me. Like, I don't want to say it, you kind of saw it, but you go back, he's technically had 22 fights under the Strikeforce, Zuffa name, so he's been in this game, I did my research on him and whatnot and looked him up and just saw overall, great guy, you know what I mean? And then our connection technically is Stipe, and it's funny to hit Stipe up and some of his people. They're like, you're fighting who? Oh, God, you know what I mean? Like, we'll have to turn it off right then and there, so it was weird to come in knowing who he was and seeing he's a football coach of a New York team. Just had a brand new beautiful baby. He's got a son that was 22 months. You know what I mean? Great guy, man. Again, overall. So to me, the UFC is a brotherhood, sisterhood. We're all rivals, but at the end of the day, if you can't reach out and be like, hey, we're human. You know what I mean? Then what's the point of the sport?
The kick, of course, the highlight. Something that you just threw in the moment, or was it something you'd been setting up that you knew was going to be there?
It's weird. I just actually was talking to my head coach, Scott Barrett. We worked on a lot of movement, different things, this and that. That's a kick I've been throwing since state taekwondo when I was 8 years old. My pops actually won my first state championship in Georgia with the step spinning hook kick right to the head. To throw it in this magnitude, to feel my pops with me in that moment, because he recently had a stroke a while back, and that was my corner man. You know what I mean? That was my dude, because it was always that you want to do well for my pops. You know what I mean? Not to say that type A mentality with my dad. It's like, okay, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. Yes sir. I'll go do it. So to not have him in the corner, but to be able to replace him with the Scott Barrett. I won't say replace like that, but the voice of a Scott Barrett to help, you know what I mean? Guys like Shah also, my other corner, the way they came in and stepped in and not took his place, but were able to show me the same things he would show me, but with their own knowledge also, you know what I mean? So me, I try to be the biggest sponge that I possibly can, one thing that he also taught me. And to finish that fight in the same manner I did probably, 15 years ago, man, I did my fat man front flip, and then the emotion said, hey, wait a minute, that's that kick that you throw all the time. And I was like, oh my God, it is. And then it just hit, man. I'll try my best not to cry. I wouldn't want to be a Michael Jordan meme in the MSG. No, can't do that. So I controlled that part, but it was amazing, man, to get that kick off.
That's awesome. Last thing for me, I got to imagine your next fight, there's going to be a lot of attention on it. A finish like that, the dance, the fat man front flip. I mean, people are going to be... So where do you go from here? I mean, are there names that you want to fight, or you want to fight again quickly, need some time off? What's the plan?
I heard there's a fight next week. Was it the 13th? Hey, man, any of them heavyweights get hurt? holla at your boy. I'm right here. You know what I mean? I came out unscathed. I'm ready to go. There was this Alan Crowder. That was one name that we had looked at first. You know what I mean? I don't want to. I want to, I knocked this guy out. Give me the top 10. Now, hey, we got to crawl before we can walk. Now, so let me build myself up. Even working back, maybe even to a Ben Rothwell rematch, so I can prove to what I know I can do. Type thing. I actually fought Walt a long time ago. Unfair advantage. I was overweight. That's it. That was supersized me fighting Walt. So to give him a fair shot, back here, that'd be cool. Those names never in a disrespectful manner, but just because I know these guys are fighters. You know what I mean? I know I get in there, they're gonna bring the best out of me. That's what I want.
Chris, you're right over here.
Oh, all right.
Before this fight, you said that your favorite fight was one of the Shim wins of yours.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So did this take over that spot?
Yeah. Big time, man. This is UFC. Like I know I did the 360 kick, and it somewhat landed. That's why I went to the body in here. If I would have did the step and then gone, it would have been right there. But he stepped out. But yeah, this over.
So obviously you're a guy who likes to have a lot of fun. Any special plans to celebrate, man?
Look, if y'all can find me some cardboard and meet me at which subway station was it? I think it's like 7 or one of those. I'm going down there. We breakdancing, baby. I'm putting the hat out. I might make some extra change on the side. We going down there. We in New York. We got to break dance. If anybody can find me some spray paint, I might graffiti something out here too while I'm at it.
Congrats, man.
Thank you.
Hey, Chris, right here.
Yes, sir.
Did you almost take out a security guard dancing?
I hope not. Was he close? Wait, where?
It looked real close. His back was to you.
Whoa! No, I didn't. See, that's not my fault, man. Hey, look, we got to get a warning sign. Oh, he's about to start dancing. Beep, beep. Big trucks have it when they back up, right? Boom. There we go.
And then, I don't know if you've seen the replay of the broadcast at all, but they had Dean Thomas kind of breaking you down right before the knockout. And he was saying what he was saying if he was your coach, that you were kind of hurting Villante, but then you wouldn't follow up. You would stay back. Was that a conscious decision, hurting him, stay back so you could get that highlight thing like that?
So, not to take anything away from game, but he's moved up in weight. So I've been walking. I walked around 350 before, so I know it's no fun getting big. So I know he's got a lot. He had a lot of stuff going on. New baby, new this, new that, and then him getting big. Also, he's gonna get tired. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Me being a big guy, I know I'm gonna get tired, so I know I work on that more. He's a new big guy. You got to find those new big lungs, man. You got to go out there, and I think Walmart might have them in the back on clearance sometimes, but they're tough to find. Being the bigger guy, getting the lungs that you need. So we looked into that of tag, let him chase a little bit, let him gas himself out, kind of, because it was going to happen. You can train all you want. When you get in that cage, man, that your cardio, say you're at 100, before you even throw your first punch, sometimes that stuff goes down to 70. And you're like, wait, I did all this. I know I swam, I ran, I biked, and you're like, that's like, wait. Okay, there's my breath, you know what I mean? And that happened to me that second round. And I noticed he didn't get that deep breath. He was still doing the... So, yeah, it was not to take him in the deep water, but get him to where he's uncomfortable,
And then finally, you would have to assume with a knockout like that, you'd have to be on the short list for some sort of post-fight bonus. Have you thought about what you would do?
Man, don't get me excited over here now. Yeah, I mean, I would love it. No, I don't want no knockout bonus. You're crazy, man. Yeah, of course. My thing is, though, I wish he didn't get up after the kick. Not like that, but you know what I mean? It was like ref, hey, he's down. Call it, man. Just stop. But yeah, no, I mean, hey, Uncle Dana, holla at me, boy. You know what I mean? Christmas around the corner too. So now that'd be perfect, man, to get that. All right.
Hey, Chris, right here.
Okay. You got the pizza. You know what? I don't even want to. No, go ahead.
You want to bite, man? All you have to
I'll
do
wait.
is ask.
No, go ahead. No, you wouldn't hear me smacking, so go ahead.
Chris, obviously fans, they come for the violence, they come for the excitement, but it was in your biggest moment, it was a very feel-good energy to see you out there obviously give, Villante his moment. Can you just talk about the energy in there? Because you could hear it throughout in the mezzanine on the concourse. Just that energy greeting him. Can you just talk about it for you to be able to give that to him?
Yeah, I kind of came in here let me say, what do they say? You should never assume, because I definitely assumed him being from New York, I was gonna get the boos, and throughout my whole career, I think I've only been booed like once, and I saw the person in the crowd. I was like, "Word, that's how you feel? All right, me and you after this," So I was expecting it, but I was like, "Okay, let me get a good New York song, good classic, come out, dance a little bit, maybe I'll win them over." When I started dancing, and they, I was like, "Oh, did I just win the crowd over too?" So getting that vibe and that feeling from them, I was like, okay, cool. They're gonna understand that this is a feel good fight. You know what I mean? Instead of a bad guy versus good guy type thing. So to get the knockout in that way, to have him. This is his, you know what I mean? This is his place, you know what I mean? This is his town. I had to. Like, it's not in my nature to not give somebody the props that they deserve. He's been in this game. He's a vet. I've watched him fight to look up stuff, you know what I mean? So it's all respect there, and my biggest way of showing that, I respect you is taking my moment and giving it to him, So him being a new dad and all that stuff, this is his last run, He's done after this. I had to give it to him,
And then finally, you're a guy, just a lot of fighters, it's a lot of stress. You're getting in there to fight in a cage in just your shorts. And you just had a high energy all week. I mean, you even had high energy at the official weigh-ins when it's just us and not the fans. Can you just talk about, how much nerves do you even get during a fight week?
I got a good poker face, I'll say. I got a really good poker face. But I've always lived by live, love, laugh, man. Like, life is too short not to be happy. If there's, no matter where you are, you can find something. If you can't find something to make you happy, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe just look at me. If all else fails, you know what I mean? I'll smile for you. But yeah, man, life's too short to be angry, and grumpy all the time. I get, you need to have that, to be able to turn it on and off. But my whole life, dude, I've always just tried to be positive. Like, look, I get things are gonna happen, but there's always light at that end of the tunnel,
A lot of people are gonna watch that clip of your celebration. How does that big man get airborne? How often does that happen?
That's my fat man front flip, man. What was it? I blame those trampoline places for that. They give me my confidence when I go in there. I can, I feel like, what was it? That first Hulk movie when he was just boom, bouncing from place to place. But that's my fat man front flip. Everybody says they don't like to see big people do stuff. Yeah, right. Okay, that fat man front flip just probably inspired a whole bunch of people out there to do the fat man front flip, So, and next thing you know, you never know. It could be my next wrestling move. I'll be like, oh, the fat man front flip. Oh, So I'm gonna keep it. I said I did want to land it on my feet. Wow. At this point, it's softer cushion right here, baby.
It was a pleasure. Congrats.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Hey, Beast Boy, just one question for you, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, where do you learn the hip dexterity to be able to kick that weight, your weight? Because that's excellent movement.
That's Taekwondo from 4 years old up, and then a little bit of capoeira here and there, and then a lot of breakdancing and a lot of video games, to be honest with you. If I saw it in a video game, I was like, if they did it with the mocap suit, somebody actually had to do it. So let me go ahead and try it also, So, yeah, and then also mentally believing I'm only 170 pounds. You can say whatever you want. The scale can say whatever it wants. I'm 170, okay? So you can't tell me nothing past that. But, yeah, the hip dexterity and all that stuff, Taekwondo, capoeira, and just honestly believing that, hey, if he can do it, I can do it also.
Something tells me next time you do the front flip in the octagon, you'll stick the landing, too.
I don't know if I want to. I mean, for you, I will, all right? For you, I will, but if everybody else says fat man front flip, then I got to land on my butt. I'm sorry.
Chris, quick question for you here.
Good night. Where? Oh, okay.
Hey, first questions first. Who had better hang time, you or Patrick Ewing?
You know what? I'll give it to Pat Ewing. I ain't going to say that in his building. This is his place.
All kidding aside, though, man, win number one in the UFC here in Madison Square Garden, where every superstar athlete has established their name. You've been well-traveled. You've faced a who's who. You've been around the globe. What does this mean to your career? What does this mean to you personally to pick up a win here at the house that never sleeps?
What's crazy is this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. I can promise you that right there. I was actually able to put in a great camp. I made it to that level to where I needed to train, fight, and be an actual fighter. And that's what I'm becoming. And what Scott and Sha have put in, for this whole camp and whatnot, this is just the beginning, man. Like, it feels so good to be almost reborn, to be reborn, but to be able to bring all your positives back with you. That's what I feel like right now.
Now that being said, you and John, great post-fight moment. That was definitely one of the feel-good moments of tonight, if not of this year. There was some stuff said between the two of you before that all went down. Are you care to share?
Oh, in the cage?
Right before you started talking on the mic, yes, sir.
No, it was just me respecting him. I don't know if you like during the fight. Just to show you how great of a guy he is, he saw me look at my glove, and the string was dangling, and he was like, "Hey, you want to get that cut?" And I was like, "No, let's go." Then I looked down at it, and I was like, "Yeah, I might want to get a cut." And he goes, "Go ahead." And I said, "No, let's just go ahead." You know what I mean? So, it literally just all respect. There wasn't an ounce of anything. Me more or less congratulating him on his his new baby. I think I don't know if he got the gig. I know he was sub teaching. I don't know if he's actually like got the teaching job or whatnot. No. Take that back. He's going back to school to get the teaching job. Yeah, so he's still sub teaching, but his football team's amazing. So, you know what I mean? I was just congratulating on the little things, because I do my research on my fighters, and I dug deep, like him, beautiful family. They just got a new house, like all that stuff, So it was just me more or less showing my gratitude and everything of what of what he's done for me, because that Stipe connection is weird because Stipe, great guy. It just kind of coexists. Like great people flock to great people. You know what I mean? It just happened to be two of his great people had to fight each other, which made it great. You know what I mean? So no bad blood, no nothing. I'll probably never have a mean, evil fight. Even if somebody, oh hey Chris, I'll find a way to make him smile. I promise you. But it was just more or less just respect. You know what I mean? If he was right up there now, I'd tell him come in here, and speak to y'all, because again, this is his last run. So. I'm glad I got the victory and all, but I definitely had to let my man, get his words off also.